The 2019 IIHF World Hockey Championship Tournament gets underway here today. So in today's video, we're going to take a look at the countries participating, take a look at their rosters, mostly of NHL players going over to this tournament, and I'll give you my predictions. And that's coming up next. Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video here at Top Shelf Hockey. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. We review and discuss all 31 NHL teams as well as international tournaments. So if you're a huge hockey fan, consider subscribing and clicking the bell so you don't miss anything. The 2019 IIHF World Hockey Championship Tournament this year is being held in Slovakia. There is 16 countries participating. They are put into two groups, 8 in each group. We have Group A and Group B. So let's take a look first at all the countries participating in this tournament. In Group A, you've got Team Canada, Team USA, Team France, Team Germany, Team Great Britain, Team Denmark, Team Finland, and the host country, Team Slovakia. Group B consists of Team Norway, Team Italy, Team Switzerland, Team Russia, Team Austria, Team Latvia, Team Sweden, and Team Czech Republic. So as most of you know that follow this channel regularly, we mainly cover the NHL. Of course, we do talk a lot about international tournaments. We're going to focus today's preview mostly on NHL players that most of the audience here would recognize. So we're going to go through each country's rosters that have NHL players, give you a quick preview, then I'll give you my thoughts and predictions on who I think is the most likely going to win the gold medal this year. Now let's jump over here and take a look at some of the rosters. We'll get started here with Team Canada. The Team Canada goaltenders this year is Matt Murray from the Penguins. You got Carter Hart of the Philadelphia Flyers and Mackenzie Blackwood from the New Jersey Devils. Of course, Canada's head coach is the new coach of the Flyers, Alain Vigneault. On defense, they have Thomas Chabot of the Ottawa Senators, Dante Fabro from the Nashville Predators, Darnell Nurse of the Oilers. You get Brendan Montour of the Buffalo Sabres, Shea Theodore of the Vegas Golden Knights, Troy Stecher of the Vancouver Canucks, and of course Damon Severson of the Devils there as well. Now up front in the forward group, you've got Mark Stone, Kyle Turris, and Sean Couturier are your captains. Kyle Turris is wearing the C, Mark Stone and Sean Couturier each have an A. Of course, you get Anthony Mantha of the Red Wings, Jonathan Marchessault from Vegas, Dylan Strome from Chicago, Sam Reinhart from the Buffalo Sabres, Tyler Patuzzi also from the Red Wings, Anthony Cirelli of the Lightning, Adam Henrique of the Ducks, Matthew Joseph from Tampa Bay, and Jarrett McCann of the Pittsburgh Penguins. Of course, they did have John Tavares over as well from the Toronto Maple Leafs, but unfortunately he suffered an oblique injury and had to return back to North America to further see evaluation from team doctors and whatever, so he will not, unfortunately, be participating for Team Canada, which is a big blow. He certainly would have been one of their top players and one of their more offensive threats for sure, so that is a big loss for Team Canada. Now let's jump over here and take a look at the Team USA roster. The Team USA goaltenders include Corey Schneider of the Devils, Thatcher Demko of the Vancouver Canucks, and Montreal Canadiens prospect Caden Primo. On defense, they have Quinn Hughes of the Vancouver Canucks, Adam Fox, newly signed to the New York Rangers, Noah Hannafin of the Flames, Brady Shea from the Rangers, Alec Martinez from the Kings, Ryan Suter of the Wild, and Christian Wolanin from the Ottawa Senators. In the forward group, one of the big ones to watch is going to be Jack Hughes, of course, the likely number one overall selection in the 2019 NHL Draft. Of course, you get Alex DeBrincat and Patrick Kane from the Chicago Blackhawks. You've got Jack Eichel from the Buffalo Sabres, Johnny Hockey, Johnny Gaudreau from the Flames, Clayton Keller from the Arizona Coyotes, Chris Kreider from the Rangers, Dylan Larkin from the Red Wings, James Van Riemsdyk from the Flyers, Derek Ryan from the Flyers, and Colin White from the Ottawa Senators, along with Frank Vetrano of the Panthers and Luke Glendening of the Red Wings. So a very solid group of forwards for the Americans, very deep, all kinds of goal-scoring power, and they got some very young, exciting defensemen as well, and some goaltending. Now, I guess goaltending will certainly be a question mark. 2 out of the 3 goalies are very young and inexperienced, so I guess we'll see how this goes, but I certainly expect the Americans to be a very difficult opponent, and right now stand an excellent chance to win. Now let's take a look at Team Russia. The Russian goalies include Andrei Vasilevsky of the Lightning, you get Georgiev from the Rangers, and Ilya Sorokin from the KHL, who's a top prospect for the New York Islanders. On defense, they have Capitals Dmitry Orlov, Mikhail Sergachev from the Lightning, Nikita Zaitsev from the Leafs, and Kislovich from the Jets. Up front in the forward group, of course, are led by Alex Ovechkin and Evgeny Kuznetsov from the Capitals, Evgeny Malkin from the Penguins. You've got Nikita Kucherov from the Lightning, Ilya Kovalchuk from the LA Kings, Nikita Gusev from the Vegas Golden Knights, Dodonov from the Panthers, and Anisimov from the Hawks. So certainly a loaded team up front, all kinds of firepower. Of course, all of these guys have a known proven history here in international competitions. So Team Russia looks pretty strong in my opinion, and also should contend for a medal. Now let's take a look at Team Sweden. Team Sweden's led in goal by Rangers veteran Henrik Lundqvist. They also have Jacob Markstrom from the Canucks and Jonas Enroth as well. On defense, they just got notice here that John Klingberg from the Dallas Stars is joining the team. It will be there in time for their first game. So obviously that's a big addition for the Swedes. Klingberg just finished up the NHL playoffs with the Dallas Stars. Of course, they've also got Matthias Ekholm, Oliver Ekman-Larsson, Eric Gustafsson, Robert Hagg, Adam Larsson, and Marcus Pettersson of the Penguins. They also added forward Alex Wenberg here at the last minute from the Columbus Blue Jackets as well. So Team Sweden, certainly low on experienced forwards from the NHL level. So many of their forwards are going to be from European leagues and Swedish leagues. But right now, that is their group of NHL players going to this tournament. Now let's take a look at Team Switzerland in the Team Czech Republic rosters as well. The Switzerland team has on defense, they have Roman Josi and Yannick Weber from the Predators. Up front, they got Kevin Fiala, Nico Hischier, and prospect Philip Kurashev of the Chicago Blackhawks. The Czech Republic is led on defense by Radko Gudas, Filip Hronek, and Jan Ruda. Up front, they have Philip Hedl from the New York Rangers, Michael Frolik from the Flames, Jake Voracek from the Flyers, Dmitry Yaskin of the Capitals, Andre Palat from the Lightning, Dominic Simon from the Penguins, and Jacob Verana also from the Capitals. Now let's take a look at some of the NHL players participating from Team Germany and Team Finland. For the Germans, you've got defenseman Corbina Holzer from the Ducks, and you've also got 2019 draft prospect Moritz Seider, who's going to be a first-round selection participating in this draft as well. So certainly very curious to watch him. Of course, up front, they got the Deutschland dangler Leon Draisaitl and Dominic Cahoon from the Chicago Blackhawks. For Team Finland, they're short on NHL talent. Many of their players are still in the playoffs or were not able to attend this tournament. But on defense, they do have Henri Jokiharju from the Chicago Blackhawks, and the number 1 and number 2 overall selection from the 2019 draft, Kaapo Kakko. More than likely, he goes number 2 to the New York Rangers, but either way, he is a top prospect and very exciting player to watch. As I record this video, Finland has already defeated Canada in the first game of the tournament that was going underway here. As I recorded this video, Kakko had an incredibly nice goal and helped lead Finland to the victory over Team Canada. So that probably considered a little bit of an upset considering their lack of NHL power for this tournament. But the Finns are off to a great start, and Kakko is playing a big role in that. Now let's take a look at players from Team Denmark and Team Slovakia. Denmark also does not have a whole lot of NHL talent in this tournament. They only have forwards Lars Eller and Mikhail Bodker. The host nation, the Slovaks, have defenseman Eric Chernak from the Tampa Bay Lightning, Sakara from Edmonton Oilers, Martin Marincin from the Toronto Maple Leafs, and Christian Yaros from the Senators on defense. Up front, they have Richard Panik from the Coyotes and Thomas Tatar of the Montreal Canadiens. So that is your roundup of all of the NHL players participating in this tournament with their respective countries. It should be an exciting tournament. It always is. Of course, the rosters change a lot from year to year. Every country doesn't always get their best players. They're either still tied up in NHL playoffs. They might be dealing with injuries. There's a lot of reasons why players do and do not participate in this tournament. But as I mentioned, it's a 16-team tournament. 8 teams will go on to the playoff rounds, into the quarterfinals, and try to move on forwards towards the gold medal here. So it should be a very exciting tournament. We will be doing further coverage of this tournament as well, likely recapping at the end of each round. Personally, if I had to pick a team to win the gold medal right now, I'm going to say that it's going to be likely Team USA. I also expect Team Russia to be contenders as well. I don't think Team Canada is going to stand a great chance to win. They're already off to the first game loss here against the Finns. But even before that result, when I was preparing for this video, I was not picking Canada to win. They're just lacking star power like they have had in the past year. I'm not really overly confident in the team. They will certainly win some games, but I don't think they're going to make it any further than a quarter or semifinals. So I'm picking the Americans to win, and very well might be doing battle with the Russians here for a potential gold medal matchup. That is your preview for the 2019 IIHF World Hockey Championship Tournament. Certainly love to hear your thoughts and your comments down below, and who do you think is going to win this tournament? Which players and teams are you most excited to watch? Let me know what you think down in the comments, and we can continue the conversation. If you're new to the channel, I hope you consider subscribing. Like I said, we cover all 31 NHL teams as well as international tournaments, so subscribe for more videos just like this one, and give the video a thumbs up if you liked it as well. I'd appreciate it if you did. As always, thank you for watching, and I will catch you next time.